Hey guys, so I just got back from another double feature. Uh, Before I get into my reviews, I want to talk about Elephant in the Room, as I'm sure I'm going to be asked about this if some people haven't already asked, since nobody's asked me about this yet. Um, I know as many people know, I'm sure, unless you've been living under a rock, even probably people living under a rock know about this. There's some crazy things going on around the world right now, particularly with a certain virus called the coronavirus. I don't know if anybody's heard of it. I'm sure nobody has heard of it. It's a small news story that's been freaking people out. It's been freaking. I literally I live in Ohio, in America. I live in Ohio, where we just had our first three cases in Ohio an hour away from me, and there are people freaking out. The governor's freaking out. And as far as my movie reviews go, I have decided what I'm going to do from this point forward is continue to do them. I'm going to continue to go to the movies. Until one of two things happen. One, I start getting sick. If I start getting sick, yeah, I'm gonna stay home. I'm staying home. And then R2, my movie theater shuts down for a while, which I don't think it will, but never know. With a lot of movies being moved around lately, I have fucking no idea what's gonna happen. Uh, yeah, like a shitload of movies over the last week have been moved around. Like, of course, the new James Bond movie to Peter Rabbit just got moved today. Even though it shows posters that said it's coming out this Easter. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna plan to still doing reviews. I'm in good health so far. Uh, yeah, I mean it's a thing that everybody's freaking out about, and I don't want to sit here and talk about it forever on my review. I'm here to talk about movies and not what's going on. Help spread fear. What's going on, but yeah, everybody be safe. Everybody should be safe. I like right now. Hell, I at my movie theater, I can reserve seats. I can pick what seat I sit in, no matter what movie. Because of that, I can sit far away from people. Hey, there you go. And go if you want. If you're like me, just go to a movie on like a Tuesday where there's barely anybody in there. And I still had to just pick my seat, even though there's like two people in the theater with me. Yeah, that was a new fucking thing that happened. So yeah, there's you go. That's what you do. They say be within 3 feet away of people or something like that. So there you go. Find like separate yourself from people. Like, and don't go like to a movie opening night. That's a good idea too. For right now, until we get this fucking thing situated. So, but yeah, I'm gonna continue doing reviews from this point forward until, and if there's a point where I just disappear for a while, that's why. So there you go. I'm hoping not. I hope I have no insurance, so I can't even. So yeah, I'm not here to talk about the coronavirus. Everybody's talked about it nonstop. I'm here to talk about the way movies. And the first movie I sat through was the uplifting movie The Way Back. Yeah, we go from talking about one depressing thing to another depressing thing. There you go. The Way Back, the new Ben Affleck movie. It's about a raging alcoholic. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I said, this is going to be an uplifting movie for all the crazy shit that's going on right now. I think this is a movie that we all fucking need. But I was looking forward to this because, one, it's Ben Affleck. I love him as an actor. He's a really good actor. He's a better director than he is an actor, I'll say that. But I still like him as an actor. He didn't direct this one. Gavin O'Connor directed this one. He's the guy who's made that movie Miracle about the U.S. hockey team being the Russian hockey team back in the 80s. And that movie Warrior, which I really fucking loved. A lot of people didn't see, but it's a movie about UFC, MMA fighting. It's starring, God damn it. Fuck, it was... I know Tom Hardy, Nick Nolte, and who was the other fucking guy? God damn it. I'm forgetting on my top of my head. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Fucking go check it out if you haven't seen that. But yeah, like he's had a knack for making some really good, serious sports movies, and has a pretty good knack at doing that. So I'm like, yeah, all right, yeah, like this looks like a pretty good movie. This looks like one of those movies that should be coming out later in the year and trying to get Ben Affleck an Oscar nomination, which is obvious what they were trying to do. But yeah, I was looking forward to this. It looked good. And yeah, I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. This is a really goddamn good movie. Pretty damn good movie. Honestly, both movies I saw today were really fucking good. Pretty damn good. Probably out of the two, I would say this is the better one. But I like I said, I did like this movie a lot. Best part about this movie is Ben Affleck. Easily is Ben Affleck. And if, like I said, I believe that this movie should have came out later in the year because he probably would be a fucking strong contender for Best Actor. This is one of his best performances of his goddamn career. Like, this is like him dealing with some personal demons on screen. Like, as it's been pretty well publicized, Ben Affleck is a recovering alcoholic. And in this movie, he's an alcoholic who's trying to kind of get off the wagon, and he gets promoted, or he gets hired to be a high school basketball coach, and that helps him kind of get his life back on track and help him teaching these kids. And he it's the whole like it's one of those movies that you could tell a person who's dealt with this problem fucking was involved into making this, because this is about as realistic of a portrayal of alcoholism as it gets, man. Like I said, Ben Affleck, this is probably therapeutic for him, like him doing this movie. I know it was probably hard for him to do. And he gives his all with this fucking movie. He's a goddamn his performance is great in this thing. I loved him as the coach in this movie. Like, my favorite part of this whole movie is when he's giving a speech to his teammates. I fucking this was like, I was just kind of going along with this movie until this up to this point, until this fucking speech where he just fucking laid into these guys who, like, these guys are like the worst basketball team ever when you first see them. It's like, it is like the Bad News Bears, but taken more dramatically. It is the best way to describe it. And if they were playing basketball, not baseball, it is the best way to describe it. But if it wasn't a parody of what an alcoholic is, it's actually what a real alcoholic would be like. And like, because this team sucks. They're terrible. Like, I've seen, they remind me of some NBA teams, for fuck's sake, that they're that bad. They're as bad as the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm a big Cavs fan, and as you can see on my shirt, man, they look about as fucking bad as the Cavs did earlier this year. But yeah, they're like, he rips into them and says, at one point he says, put your hand down your pants, see if you got anything down there. I fucking died. I was like, he's cussing about the reason why this movie got an R rating is because they say the word fuck a lot. They do say it. I mean, I've been to high school basketball games. That's a pretty realistic fucking portrayal of a high school basketball coach. I went to high school in LeBray, and a high school basketball coach. He, nicest guy in the whole wide world off the court. Was a teacher. I got along with him. He's one of the nicest people you'd ever meet. On the fucking at courtside, he was just screaming his fucking head off. I've never seen. It was like fucking bipolar. It was about a goddamn accurate portrayal of a high school basketball coach, or any kind of basketball coach I've ever seen one. I was fucking cracking up. I love that. I was laughing my ass off. This movie is. It seems like when you see the trailers that this movie is a sports movie, but really it isn't. It kind of like goes in and out between being a sports movie and a movie about. It's more about Ben Affleck and his character dealing with his alcoholism and all those personal demons that he's dealing with in his life. He had a son who died of leukemia. He had a marriage that dissolved because of that. He's like, yeah, he's a fucking mess when you meet this character. He's a goddamn mess. And man, I'm gonna hear my phone. Let me see something. Oh Jesus, I don't even want to fucking answer that. But yeah, he's a goddamn mess when you meet this character, and like this movie is more about his character and what he's dealing with, and then like just so happens there's also a sports movie going on at the same time, and that is probably where some of the problems with this movie do come in when the sports movie part comes in, because it is cliched as fuck. It is like every cliche in a sports movie you've ever seen put into one fucking movie, where there's the disapproving dad, there's the coach, there's the oddball underdog team that overcomes adversity and starts to win games and is like having a winning season. They start at like 1-9, and then by the end of it are making the fucking playoffs. I'm like, how the fuck did that happen? But like apparently the rest of their fucking division sucked, apparently. I mean, not many games in a high school basketball season. I mean, I don't know. It's not like the fucking NBA season, but I'm sitting there laughing about that. But it's fucking movie logic. Yeah, like it is like every sports movie cliche you've ever seen one. And I love sports movies. I do like these kinds of movies, but like it's so predictable what the hell happens. I give it a credit, like, just to show you that this movie really isn't a sports movie. It really doesn't have any resolution as to what happens to that team by the end of the movie. The last thing you know is what is going on with Ben Affleck's character by the end of this movie, and that's it. They cut to the team going to the playoffs, kind of getting the spoilers, but that's about it. They don't really show you if they win. They don't show you if they... I was expecting they would have won or something, or it would have been even more cliched if they lost nowadays, but I don't know. It's not really a sports movie. But like I said, I thought the weakest parts of this movie were the sports parts of this movie, where it was, like I said, Ben Affleck's performance is what carried this movie. And it's not a bad movie. I'm not saying this movie's bad at all. It's just like his performance is the best fucking thing about it. It's a decent sports movie. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Man, like stuff like Invisible Man, I probably would say best movie of the year so far. That and what's the other one that was pretty fucking good that came out this year? Fuck, it's been that memorable of a year so far. Probably Invisible Man, Gentlemen, Bad Boys. Fuck, I'm thinking something else, but I can't think of the top of my head. But yeah, I recommend The Way Back. It's really fucking good. Go check it out. Trailers. Wonder Woman 1984. This is the first time I've seen this trailer. I know this has been out for a while, but I was like, I'm surprised I haven't got this trailer yet. For some reason, I haven't. And it's a Wonder Woman sequel set in 1984, because why not? I'm like, all right, cool. I was a big fan of the first Wonder Woman. I gave it a lot of praise, so yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's from the same director. Everybody's back, including fucking Chris Pine as Steve Rogers. Or not Steve Rogers, whoever fuck. But yeah, Chris Pine's in this movie, even though he died in the last one. I don't know how they're going to explain that. I'm interested. I think the bad guy resurrects him or something like that. That's what I got from the trailer. Like, there's a bad billionaire guy, and Kristen Wiig is also in it as the Cheetah, which is so weird that she's going to be the villain in this movie. I don't know. It's like she's just playing it straight from what I could see from the trailers, though. We'll see. Like I said, DC has been on a roll lately, so yeah, I'm hoping this is another good one from them. So we'll see. Yeah, that's as far as trailers go. I'll be back. I have one more review to do, and until then, I'll talk to you guys later.